We told you that this would be a performance, the role of her lifetime.
强尼戴普、安珀赫德的终局之战，无意外还是少不了drama的部分。
I am an insane person and not so fair-headed after too much of the drink. Booze, my capacity is too large.
There appears to be an Amber Alert, but I think we're okay.
About Mr. Depp being drunk on his yacht on the island in the Bahamas in 2013.
安珀赫德在场的法庭响起安珀警报，也太巧了。强尼戴普和安珀赫德的官司，27日双方火力全开，展开最终决辩。
On May 27th, 2016, Ms. Heard walked into a courthouse in Los Angeles, California to get a no-notice ex-parte restraining order against Mr. Depp, ruined his life by falsely telling the world that she was a survivor of domestic abuse at the hands of Mr. Depp. Today, on May 27th, 2022, exactly 6 years later, we ask you to give Mr. Depp his life back by telling the world that Mr. Depp is not the abuser and hold Ms. Heard accountable for her lies. The evidence presented at this trial has shown that Ms. Heard is in fact the abuser and Mr. Depp the abused. You would come to understand who Ms. Heard is on multiple audio recordings, admitting to being physically violent with Mr. Depp. What you didn't hear on a single recording you heard in this case is Mr. Depp ever admitting to hitting, punching, or kicking Ms. Heard. It doesn't exist. It didn't happen. When you catch Ms. Heard in a lie, she tries to cover it up with more lies. We told you that this would be a performance, the role of her lifetime, as a heroic survivor of brutal abuse. When Mr. Depp brought this case for defamation, Ms. Heard went all in. She spun a story of shocking, overwhelming, brutal abuse. She came into this courtroom prepared to give the performance of her life, and she gave it.
Ms. Heard and her lawyers have spent much of this trial talking about drugs and alcohol. Mr. Depp is no saint, and he has never claimed to be one, but he is not a violent abuser. There is a world of difference between having substance abuse and being a physical abuser. Ms. Heard falsely accused Mr. Depp of beating her. That was her first allegation, and you know why, and you know that wasn't true. Then, years after the fact, for the first time, she accused him of raping her. The lies have grown and metastasized over time, and they need to be stopped. And those false accusations have caused more harm to Mr. Depp than her fists ever did.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me be very clear. If Amber was abused by Mr. Depp even one time, then she wins. And we're not just talking about physical abuse. We're talking about emotional abuse, psychological abuse, financial abuse, sexual abuse. That's what we're talking about.
Let's talk for a moment about the motive. They have said that she has created this whole hoax. But what would Amber Heard's motive be for creating the hoax? That's a big question. They call her a gold digger, right? But she obviously couldn't have done it for the money. Because first of all, remember the testimony of Laura Wasser, the divorce attorney. She said that California is a no-fault state in community property.
Yes, sir. Oh. Well, that's a first. Okay.
That is one thing on which, Ms. Petterhoff, we respectfully agree. Completely agree.
Well, good. I'm glad on the last day we finally have an agreement.
Thank you, Your Honor.